All right, we are live and we are here to discuss The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 14, The Other Side, which gives us a glimpse of what has been happening in at the Hilltop during the past couple weeks or so. Hi, Ash. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Ashley.
How's everyone doing?
Yeah, all right.
Good.
Good.
So we definitely want to hear all about PaleyFest as well, if you can let us know.
Oh, like right now?
We can start there if you
Sure.
want, or if you want us to talk about the episode first. It's up to you.
Yeah, let's talk about the episode.
Okay. All right. So do you want? But I guess we can start with like that long intro montagey thing with no dialogue, which I
Oh
thought was
gosh.
interesting.
I thought that girl, I was just waiting for Mr. Miyagi to bust out somewhere, to be honest. I was like, what am I watching? What is going on? Mm-mm.
It was like really. It was very. It was okay. It was good. I mean,
You
I
sure?
It was like wax on, wax off kind of stuff to me. I'm like, mm-mm.
Yes, they were training the Hilltop.
I actually, they showed that part at PaleyFest, so I skipped over it last night, and I really don't remember anything that happened.
maybe the problem that I had is that they they're bottling some of these episodes, and like I felt like this shouldn't be at the bottom. This moment should be like at the very top.
What do you mean?
Um, like it should be in part of season 7A and not part of season 7B. Because I just felt like Daryl is taken. Daryl is then rescued or something by Jesus. I mean, all this could have been in its own episodes, so to speak. Like we shouldn't have to wait
You
to
mean it
see
could
You
have
what's
mean
been
all
going
the
on.
stuff
parts
with
of
Daryl and
other
Maggie?
episodes?
Yeah,
But
I just felt they should be because I'm sorry. I just maybe that was the problem that I had. Like we didn't again. I'm going back to the whole Terra episode. Like that shouldn't even be there. And if it should have been split in half. Like Daryl is rescued by Jesus, and then we get that whole montage at the beginning of the Hilltop, and then there's Tara doing her thing at the ocean side. I don't know. Some of these episodes could be one.
combined.
Well, I agree that they could be combined, but they weren't fighting before, so I don't think it could have been in 7A. Unless you just mean the Daryl and Maggie stuff, which is really late, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe that much is yeah, maybe that's what it is. But I also had a problem with that whole I don't think Maggie should have approached Daryl to see how he's doing. I was like, people need to be approaching Maggie. I mean,
Right.
sure, you need your little space to be by yourself and, reflect on the loss of your life and whatnot. But I mean, she shouldn't have to be looking for Daryl. That was my whole problem.
Oh, that's a problem for me too. I don't know why he needs coddling so much and why we can't just admit, like, yo, it was your fault. Like, it's Negan's fault, but if you hadn't done that, he wouldn't have killed Glenn. So sit down somewhere.
You know what? For once, I'm going to say something in Daryl's defense.
Oh,
You know, I,
oh, oh my God.
yes, I am going to say something in Daryl's defense. Now, come on, guys. Haven't y'all had a point in your life where you may have done something to a friend or something and you don't know how to approach that person because you don't know how they're going to respond to you? So you kind of just like prolong it a little bit. That's never come on. That's never happened to y'all. Y'all have never been in that
No,
situation.
I
No, I'm
completely
perfect.
understand his feelings, and I I I think it's good that he felt guilty about what happened, but I don't think that he should be the focus. The
Right.
focus should be on Maggie. And because it hasn't been, that scene just completely seemed over the top and ridiculous.
It just was so indulgent in Daryl fandom. I'm like, we don't need this. We know he's sorry. We watched him cry. Like, why? We can't see Maggie cry? Not that I want to see her cry, but I'm just like, this. We haven't seen Maggie at all this season. And it's like, even when we do, we have to focus on coddling Daryl.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
That is the
He's like a
issue.
big baby.
Mm, yes.
Big baby.
no, Tennille, I can understand where you're coming from
Mm-hmm.
because sure that has happened, but I mean, in my mindset is like, okay, if you're not gonna approach me, then that's it. I mean, I'm not waiting around to see what you're gonna be saying to me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's two sides to every coin, right? But I don't know. I think that was my only problem. And I felt some kind of way again when they brought up Glenn. Like my heart just ached. Like I know it's, and I understand when people tell me that it's a TV show, but I mean, like, dude, you just really don't understand. This is like more than a damn TV show to me. I've invested a lot of my time and energy and stories and discussions about these characters that I grew to love. And you need to stop bringing up the comic book to me when they said that Glenn got what he deserved, and it's like that's not what he deserved. I mean,
Yeah, he didn't deserve that.
he just honestly he doesn't need to die, and it just it breaks my heart, you guys. This really breaks my heart, and I don't know. It's just rough. I miss Glenn so bad. Oh,
Yeah.
Me too. And it's a shame because his death hasn't really done the things that like people are saying it supposedly should do, like, give Maggie a story and make her more,
Right. Because we have not
more the
seen
focus.
Maggie.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen Maggie less now that he's died, and it's like
Yeah.
the opposite effect it was supposed to have. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
y'all really could have kept Glenn. I was just thinking about it earlier today. Like this would be so much better if Glenn were still here and they just killed Daryl.
Right. She was going
Not
in that
because I hate
direction
Daryl,
anyway,
yeah, it's like
with
we didn't
him
need to kill him
alive.
to do.
So
Yeah,
I don't understand. But
I miss him a lot.
I just think one death was enough.
I think it would have been enough if it were Daryl.
I just have come
I would
to
like to see people would
accept
have
he's
rioted if it was
not
Daryl.
ever gonna die.
I mean,
He's never gonna die.
I
It's not
know that's the
happening.
problem. If he didn't die there, he's definitely never gonna die, and that makes the
He's
story
not.
really hard to
Be an old man on a
watch.
cane, walking around with his crossbow and just still, oh gosh,
I just had a
alive.
picture of that. I'm not sure I can really.
To be honest, he ain't that far from being on a cane, but mhm. So
So
so let's see what else. You guys want to talk about the whole Rosita and Sasha thing? Me and Kay kind of talked about it a
Not
little bit.
really, but let's just get it over with.
oh,
Let's
boy.
do it.
That was such a mess. I'm sorry. I watched it again, and the whole episode. Oh my god. I think what my problem is. This episode should have been Maggie focused. Everybody else should have been secondary to me.
I agree. I
Oh my
agree.
god.
Well, she didn't even. I don't know. She didn't do anything.
She can't do anything.
She shouldn't do anything because her uterus is broken, but
She still.
Oh my God, that's another thing too. They're just so inconsistent with that. I mean, and shouldn't be doctors during this time be precious? I mean, what was
I don't know
Negan
what's the
thinking killing
situation
his
with them
doctor?
killing off doctors. I don't get that either. I just
Everybody's oh my God, they're killing they're killing the doctors. And I mean, what now? I mean, so this doctor from the Hilltop is going to the sanctuary. Maggie's pregnant. She has a very
delicate.
Thank you. Very delicate pregnancy, and then it's like who wrote this? Because if this was a man, I mean, I would get it.
well, Angela Kang wrote the episode, but I'm sure a bunch of them.
I think that's why it was about Daryl, because Miss Kane did that Cell episode. She has an affinity for Daryl, I believe.
Well, you know what? She had a baby.
Does. At least I think so.
I mean, she couldn't implement some of the things. The only thing that I got from that episode that gave me the sense that Maggie was still pregnant was the fact that she was sleeping. And then that was it.
No, you didn't see her eat. She dipped something in with the apple again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. That too. But then that was it. I mean, there are other things.
I mean, she spent the whole episode in a closet, so I don't like.
Yeah.
She really did nothing.
Yeah.
I don't.
Her and Daryl.
Oh, and Daryl nearly risked both of their lives by trying to act.
Yet again. There
are truckloads of saviors at the Hilltop. You really gonna try and kill? Oh my! That was so
right. But how did he think? He was so impulsive, and I don't understand why. After everything,
I don't know. I
calm down.
That's just like what she told him. She was like, "Calm yourself down, dude. I wanted to kill him too, but I didn't do it. Calm down."
Like if you stayed at the kingdom, you wouldn't even have to be in this closet. So
exactly, I'd be here by myself.
Besides me thinking that maybe Daryl takes over the garbage pail people, maybe he'll if they don't give him the garbage, the heatsters or whatever they call them, maybe they'll give him Carl's comic position, which means he would stay at the Hilltop in the first place. Because Carl stayed with Maggie at the Hilltop, so maybe that's what they're trying to put in position now.
Well, Carl didn't necessarily stay at the Hilltop with Maggie.
He moved around. He didn't stay.
He was ready to be an adult, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he went to the Hilltop to train under what's his face to become a blacksmith. But I try, like I said, I try not to associate the show with the comics. I really don't like doing that.
Yeah.
But they follow them.
I know.
I mean, it's just an idea. That may be why.
But it's
I'm
so
just thinking
hard because they have the opportunity of changing things and fixing what they messed up in the comics with.
Correct.
Well, usually they just make it worse, so maybe they should follow comics more often.
Right.
Yeah, because Oceanside was them fixing the comic. That whole Oceanside swear episode, so they can't always fix what they want to fix.
And these junkyard people, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, the heapsters.
Like, if they would just follow the comic and not try to save All Out War for season 8, we could be having a much better season. But they stretch 5 issues into 16 episodes, and this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's what they did. Wow.
Yeah,
March to War is literally like 6 issues. And that's what this whole season is.
I'm with Tennille. You guys weren't hearing me when I was trying to when she was talking about Daryl earlier. I do understand the whole Maggie being the one to reach out to Daryl, but I sort of think she should have still had a little resentment. I guess she was more mature than I would have wanted her to be in that scene, because you know, she lost her husband. So I'm thinking maybe she should not have given him maybe a little bit longer, maybe giving him some dog food. I don't know, but I wasn't so ready to go with the big girls, you know, can forgive that kind of thing. And he is family. I get that part too, but he still did something that killed Glenn. So I'm still holding on to that.
I mean, I get why she forgave him because he didn't do it on purpose. For me, I'm glad he feels guilty because he still did it.
Yeah, I am happy that he has remorse. But then that's the whole point. The whole reason why they even had the conversation was he was getting ready to kill somebody else that wasn't going to benefit the whole group. So he's still impulsive as hell. He hasn't really learned any lesson.
Right.
He just leaves.
True.
He's told to stay. He leaves. He's told to not kill. He wants to jump out with a knife. I mean, dude.
I just don't think they know what to do with him at this point. He's just around
I
to keep
think
drama
Daryl.
going.
Wrecking shop. That's what he's doing. Wrecking shop.
I think he's being impulsive because he wants to die.
Well, somebody kill him. God.
Exactly. Give him what he wants.
Why couldn't y'all just kill him instead of Glenn? Then problem solved. Glenn did not want to die. His baby count.
Exactly.
It's so frustrating to watch this. Because he's
But
really.
isn't that funny
I
how
think they want him
impulsiveness
in all-out
live
war.
longer? I don't know. I mean, I guess now I'm about to talk about Rosita and Sasha. Oh God.
Yeah, it's not gonna last for them.
Rosita and Sasha, that is very, that's so
It
dumb.
was pushed too hard. Like they say they would say stuff is forced. I think that was a little
And
forced.
another thing too, you guys, if I see another woman wearing a necklace that I made for a guy that I broke up with, you know I'm pulling that damn thing from my neck, right?
That's correct. That's
I'm
correct.
ripping that off my neck.
That's
I'm
correct.
reaching over, literally, and I'm pulling it right
But
off.
I think Rosita knew she was dealing with Sasha, so she could play crazy, but she not crazy. She want to play.
I don't care. Nope, not me. Because Rosita is just as crazy too. Come on. I mean, she's doing all these impulsive
obviously
things.
wasn't. She didn't say anything. Then I hope you like it, or I made it, or whatever, and walked away. So she not crazy. She crazy.
She just knew
but
she needed help for that
she
suicide mission.
understands. She
She knew not
understands.
to start she knew not to start nothing because she needed
And
it.
then Sasha knew to put it in her neck and under her shirt, like you ain't getting this boo until I'm gone. So no, keep it going or keep it moving.
I don't know. I think I would just lean over and pull it off her neck. I'm sorry. I'm petty like that.
Okay.
Well, as long as you're ready for a fight, that's fine.
No problem.
She's ready to take it to the street.
It's technically it's still mine.
You gave it to somebody else.
And then give her.
What he did with it is not up to you.
That's true.
Oh my God, so what?
Did
I
he
made
give
it.
that to Sasha?
No, he dropped it at Hilltop and he didn't realize it. And
Jesus just gave it back to him because they found it on Abraham's body. So it wasn't,
No, he found it in like the grass because he didn't know he dropped it.
And then how did Sasha get it again?
Jesus
gave it to
found it
yeah.
and gave it to her after the Lucille.
Okay.
So she thinks it's a nobody asking the question is like how did he get it? It's
How
a
did he get
necklace.
You wouldn't ask
She
that.
didn't care.
You're grieving. You don't care where the necklace came from, really, do you?
No. What I mean is here you are walking about the community. There's Enid, there's Maggie, blah blah blah. Like, oh, that's a pretty necklace. Where'd you get that? Oh, Jesus, found it in the grass. He saw it on Abe's neck, blah blah blah. So I'm wearing it. Oh, that's so nice. That's great. And then here comes Rosita, and then she says this thing, and then doesn't do anything about it.
Because what does it matter?
He's
dead.
I'm sorry.
She just said she petty, so she just felt bad that Rosita didn't try to jack it off her neck and break the necklace. Okay.
I feel like who cares? Like You
And
gonna
you
fight
know
him?
what?
Yeah,
That's
because
why,
Sasha
you know
the one,
what? You know what?
Sasha
That
the
is
one
why that
that
season,
probably
that
is gone
moment
anyway.
didn't work.
So
I cannot hear y'all.
That didn't work because it's like they just continue with whatever half-ass mission that they were doing.
yeah, I
And
didn't like
what
that.
made it even worse was Sasha becoming the sacrificial lamb in the process.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
For no reason.
Yeah.
So
she
that
did have a
whole
reason though. There was a reason.
What was the
no,
reason?
that whole
She
thing.
said
She was not gonna
that
get that far.
Rosita could help them with so much more than she could. She felt like Rosita had a purpose.
Sasha is a sniper. He
They
can.
both could have went back.
But what else
Right,
can
Eugene. When
hold on?
Eugene told them,
Hold
I
on.
don't want your help, you
Rosita
should have
can
went
make
back.
necklaces, take out bombs, hot wire cars,
Everybody
make
can
Okay,
hotwire
Rita
cars.
Michonne can
make
do
water
that. Everybody else
out
can
of
do
dirt.
that.
And all Sasha can do is shoot people with a gun. So she felt like Rosita served a greater purpose.
I
That
hope you're
is
joking.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. They
And I
both
But
could
did
have
not
went back.
that was her
I did
choice
not
though.
like that message that they were sending about the like you have to have worth in order to live
Be
in this
alive.
world.
You sort of
And
do
the
have to have
idea
worth,
that Sasha
but your
doesn't
worth
have
doesn't have
worth.
to be that. Well, yeah, she has worth, but it was Sasha's decision. In other words, Sasha made the decision that she wanted to
Yeah, but
sacrifice herself.
I don't like
So
why she
Yeah, but
made the
this is a
decision.
joint effort.
sacrifice for what though?
Rosita went to Sasha for help.
yeah,
That's why this doesn't make any sense to me. So this whole time you guys are on this half-ass mission and you guys are being salty with each other and whatnot. You're
y'all gonna change
I'm
positions
done.
now. You're willing to die, and
I'm not gonna say anything more. I think that was just a stupid moment between two smart women that just didn't pan out. And I
I
think
didn't
I'm
like
just
the way they executed it at all. Though I didn't like the way they executed it, but we sort of saw this coming. So I just wish that if they're going the way we would assume they are going, that Sasha would have had more time during season 7, but maybe she was working on other show and they gave us just enough to sort of dot the I's and cross the T's.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not good writing.
I
no.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This is
thought it was
like
gonna be more like. Okay.
no, Ash. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
What was I gonna say?
You thought
Oh,
it
I
was
thought
going
it
to
was
be
gonna
more.
be. I thought it was gonna be more like the two of them went in together, and she just happened to
Right.
get caught. And the fact that she's
Mhm.
sacrificing herself because she feels like Rosita, they need Rosita more, just really upset me because that's stupid.
Right.
It upset me the way it happened though. Like Rosita's already trying to open the gate, and Sasha's like, "Well, look around because people are coming." And then she changes positions with Rosita. That is the part that I didn't like, the execution of it. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't agree with the decision because, in all honesty, Sasha is my favorite. I like her even more than I like Michonne. So I don't like that she's likely to be no longer with us. But like I said, they call themselves trying to close that gap in story
Well, they didn't do it
I
well.
with
guess.
this one road trip.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say something here right now. How is this a Richonne chat, and you're gonna come and tell me that you like Sasha more than you like Michonne?
I've always liked Sasha more than Michonne. I don't know. I'll tell you why I think it is.
No, then no. You don't need to explain, but I'll tell you this: I am silently judging you right now.
I want to know why.
You can judge me. You can judge me. The reason why
When
I've
you
always
said
liked
that, I
Sasha.
was like, okay, girl, that's your
I'm just
opinion.
saying, I've always liked her more, but it's like I can understand when she had the anger. I could really relate to that more than I could Michonne's for some reason. They both had the same experience with the zombie apocalypse, but for some reason I just like Sasha's portrayal of that same story, that same narrative. But
they
I
gave
do
Sasha the
like
same story.
Michonne. But if I had my pick, I would not want Sasha to die. Basically is what I'm saying.
Hold on. So you're saying if it was between Michonne and Sasha, you choose Sasha?
You rather Michonne to die?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if I had a choice, I wouldn't want Sasha to die. I never mentioned Michonne.
I think we all feel that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't want her to die.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, let's move on.
Yeah, not talking about
I don't
that
even know
no
what to say.
Yeah,
I just hate that they're pitting women against each other.
Exactly.
And women of color. It's just frustrating.
It's really messy.
Yeah.
And yeah, the whole switch from like we should make a plan where none of us die, and because Negan is going away for a couple of days, they're not willing to wait it out any.
Right. What is the rush?
But I think she had a shot though. I don't know if she was trying to shoot his throat or something, but Negan is taller than everybody at his compound. You could have shot that man's head, and when they had it on the screen, there was a clear headshot. It was a couple.
There wasn't really because there was always someone blocking.
No, it was like three of them.
He
like
had
every time they saw him,
he walked out.
tall. No, he's taller than the guy that he was beside. He was taller than all of them. The top of his head was easily accessible. Now again, I don't know since this is not her usual rifle. If it's an issue, since I'm not a sniper, I don't know what what their requirements are. But if I can see the top of someone's head and I can see it in the crosshairs, that looks to me like a shot.
I think you should watch that scene again. She had one shot when he walked out.
I did. I've seen it 3 times.
I didn't even see the one shot.
I've seen 3.
Okay, well, I didn't see that, and I've seen it 3
not
times.
A clear shot, so she didn't take it. But
and she was far away.
Waited until he came out again, because he is going to come out again.
Yeah, I don't understand the rush. It's just they have not explained why this needs to happen yesterday.
Right now.
Did they explain it on the Talking Dead why she was willing to just give up her life for Rosita? Did they say anything about that on the Talking Dead at all?
I didn't. I don't remember hearing it. I know she was on the Talking Dead, but I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Okay.
I watched it, but it wasn't.
They probably don't have a good explanation for it because
they don't. They just did it like that.
Because they were in a building and no one. It wasn't like it was a time limit or anyone even knew they were there, so they really could have waited it out. But a lot of the things they're doing this season is, impetuous stuff that doesn't pan out.
To make it dramatic.
Which is the worst kind of writing.
Yes. I was just like, girl, why you running in there? You're not gonna get that far. What makes you think you gonna find Negan, girl? Like, it's just crazy.
Like, I know they both think they're gonna die and they're okay with that. I'm not okay with that. They're okay with that. Fine.
Exactly.
But why are you doing it this way? You're doing it so sloppily, and I just
you're like the idea was that you would kill him, but if you're just running in there, there's no guarantee that you can kill him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you're gonna die before
you don't know that compound. So why would you run into somewhere you don't know where you're going?
Yeah, she didn't have the blueprint for inside the building, so she don't even know where Negan is at.
And how many bullets does she have?
2.
Seriously?
With the sniper rifle,
she must have had more than that because she shot 2 people outside the compound.
Yeah,
I thought she only had 2 because she had that book. She took out the bullets, and all I saw was 2.
Maybe 2 sniper bullets.
Maybe she took the whole box since Jesus said you can have it.
Yeah, I'm sure she took the whole box. But I think what Tennille means is there were like the 2 longer ones, which I think were for the sniper rifle. So
right, and she had another. See, I wasn't really paying attention. She had another gun.
Yeah,
she
because
had
she
a
was shooting
recall.
people when she went in
Ooh, girl, that's
with the
that about. I
silencer.
was not paying attention because I was so pissed
So,
off.
so do you
I was
guys
crying.
think?
I had to watch it again to see what she was
I
doing.
cried too. I cried too.
So pissed
Oh, I
off.
cried.
I'm so sorry.
The whole sacrificial lamb. That's what I call it. That's that's what I call that moment.
I feel like if it was anybody else, I'd be okay with it. I mean, not
Right.
Michelle, but like a white person.
Yeah, I would be like,
Wow.
okay, this is stupid, but whatever. But nah, this is Sasha. Yeah,
Right.
like, oh well, go on in there,
I just
girl.
hated with Sasha. You know, it was really heartbreaking for me. Like really,
Right.
man. But I understand it's grief. It makes you think those things and do some really crazy stuff,
Over
or at least think
Abraham,
about it.
Abraham?
That's another thing. Like when they were talking and they're like, were you happy? I'm glad he was happy. I'm like, y'all were together for 3 days. Shut up.
Yeah, yeah.
This is so
Well, he
stupid.
probably had that magic ding dong.
He must
Girl,
have.
it was. He
He
had
better
that
have.
magic ding dong.
Because these two
Wow.
He had
people
the
want to die
magic
over
stick.
this. It better be.
Obviously, got them two acting a fool.
Yeah.
A whole entire fool. I
Mm.
hate it.
Want to kill themselves and stuff. Sasha running in there like she Rambo.
But
Baby, you ain't
I don't think it
Rambo.
was I don't think it was just I mean it was mostly Abraham, but with her brother and everything, she just really I think she and Rosita shared a lot of the same feelings about not wanting to do this kill and not really caring what happened thereafter and being I guess willing to sacrifice themselves. But I really did not like the way Sasha was trying to talk Rosita out of it the whole time, and then she takes the dive. So I really hate it, and it really was heartbreaking for me. Since again, I love Sasha so much.
Yeah, I don't get it. Do they just want to kill the person who's holding the bat? Because they know this is going to start a war. So what's the point of not waiting?
They should have. And with
Ugh.
Rosita knowing that they're gonna
Honestly,
go to
they should have
war,
just started pulling the
she just
trigger.
waited.
Like, should you just, if it was gonna come down to a war, I mean, at least get one good shot in the process.
I think by them doing it the way they did it, that Sasha will be the reason why war actually starts. They've been planning and gathering and everything, but because she's gonna be held captive, is gonna call basically everyone to actually act.
No, the war has began when they killed Glenn. Okay.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is Rick was about let's wait, let's gather things. But now that they have somebody at the sanctuary, it's no longer going to be about waiting. It's going to be about action now.
It will exactly. It's just bringing things up to speed. But the whole point of them getting their revenge is the death of Glenn and Abe. But to me, it will always be Glenn. So.
Do we think that Sasha's getting the Holly death? Is it Holly?
Yeah,
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
they were saying they may dice it up a little bit, but I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, she ain't getting out of that one.
I just really wish, I would really wonder, did she make the decision for the other job before or after? Like, did she get the other job and they decided to do it, or did she do it and she got another job?
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't think many people would walk away from The Walking Dead. Like,
right.
Okay.
I really don't know.
But it's an opportunity for her to be a lead, though. So maybe that's
it is. But I really don't know.
I will miss me some Sasha. And do you think that's Dwight that's in the shadow that looks like Daryl?
Yep, that's Dwight.
And do you think he's gonna turn her into Negan? Because Eugene still has those 2 kill pills. He can give them both a pill. And they both can die.
No, I think he's gonna escape with her.
Yeah, that's already been said in that last episode. Yeah, with him. Yeah, he's done.
Who's done?
Dwight. He's done being Negan. And can we take a
Really?
second while we're talking about Negan? I like cracked up laughing when Eugene was like, "I am Negan. I repeat, I am Negan." I was
That
like,
whole walkie-talkie
"Okay, dude,
conversation
you
was
have
funny.
officially sold your soul to the devil. We get
Yeah,
it."
you're
Yeah,
right.
like he just turned full like Sam Jackson and Django with this whole Negan thing.
Yes, I was like, "I am
Yeah.
Negan." Repeat, I am Negan.
Yeah, and I'm the one you report to. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do you guys think he made the right decision? Should he have tried to leave with them, knowing that they probably still was gonna go on a mission, which means he still wouldn't have been quote unquote free.
Nope,
I
he was
sort
right
of
to
think
stay
he
there
should have. I sort of understand why he chose not to go with them.
because they
I
were
mean,
being
until they're
stupid.
dead, yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
exactly.
But
Right.
until the saviors are dead, he's gonna be like running away like a slave, like Daryl.
Yeah,
It's like there's no point
Yeah.
in leaving right now.
Yeah, he
Right.
can't run. Yeah,
yeah,
because they'll come looking for him.
Yeah.
yeah. So with that being said, do you guys think that Eugene is just an opportunist, or is he really with Team Family, or really with Negan?
I
I
think he's
think he's
still
a
with Team
survivor.
Family. Yeah, he's a survivor, but I also think he's still with Team Family. I have to see it to believe it first off. I got to see him be like, you know what, fuck you, Team Family. You ain't never done nothing for me. Y'all ain't
So
shit.
hold
You ain't
on.
gonna
So
be
I guess
shit.
I guess
You
if he
know,
sees Rick and he does it, that'll be the final straw.
yeah, I got to see it. I
No,
got to
I
see
think
him really
until the
just
saviors are dead, there's just no point in him leaving just to be in fear constantly. Like
Yeah,
he has to have a guarantee that he's gonna get out of there and have some kind of a life because he's already a coward. So
yeah.
like
yeah.
leaving just to wait out the saviors coming to find him is not what Eugene's gonna do.
What I
Yeah.
need to know is how they gonna get Dr. Carlson back to the hilltop. That's what I need to know. How are we gonna get
You
him
know
back to
what?
take care
That's
of
exactly what
Maggie's
my
baby?
concern was. I'm wondering, is it that they're gonna move in such slow motion that Maggie won't even be halfway through term by the time the war is over? Or is
Probably.
something gonna happen where they can get him in time for the baby? So I wonder how they're gonna play that.
Mm. I mean, it certainly won't be 9 months in one. They've never done that. Like if
Yeah.
we get 9 months past, it's gonna be in a season break. So she'll be
Hmm.
pregnant
So
for like 3 years.
yeah.
And in
So
the comics, she never showed. When they went through the all out war, she never showed in the comics. And then when we went two
Didn't
year
she?
jump, no, she didn't. I don't remember her showing.
I could have sworn when she said I believe in Rick Grimes, she wasn't like huge. I just made that up.
Yeah,
I don't
girl.
remember. I
That son
can't
was a
remember.
flat
So
as a board.
that's why I say I just think it's like
Flat
a
as a board.
timing thing. If they
I'm about
sort
to
of
go look
push
this
it,
up.
then she won't be any worse for the wear if Dr. Carson is with the sanctuary for right now, as long as she doesn't need to deliver beforehand, you know. So
Hmm.
I wonder. Gregory
Can I
and
just say I like
Gregory and
Simon.
Simon
I
made
like
me
Simon
laugh.
in this episode. He was awesome. He made me laugh. I like
Simon
Simon.
and Gregory made me laugh. They
I
were
like Simon.
funny
I like
because they
his
were like
character.
pussyfooting around, like they weren't like talking directly. It was like it was funny. It was just funny to me.
I like it.
I did
At
too.
first it was
Yeah,
annoying
he
me.
does really good with his
Even though I don't
character.
like Gregory at all and don't like Simon at all, them together really was funny to me.
Yeah, I liked it.
And then you
Very
know what?
funny.
Oh, about the Holly thing, I have not watched any spoilery thing recently, so I don't know the exacts. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll be something like a holiday, but not the exact same thing, you know? Maybe they'll find some other way to do it. Because if they do the Holly thing, that means someone else is gonna die.
What do you mean?
You know, they
Yeah,
go
who?
the Holly death, that means she turns on somebody else. So maybe they won't need
She bit
they'll
somebody?
they'll probably
Is that what you
kill her,
mean?
but they may not do the Holly death is what I'm saying.
Okay, so Holly,
Did she bite somebody? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she bit somebody.
Holly bit Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but Denise is already dead, so they can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
She can bite somebody
Wait,
else though. Is the
didn't
point.
she-
So
Hold on. Did she die or did they cut off her arm?
Well, they tried to cut.
she
No, they didn't. Yeah.
she got bit and she decided to save her boyfriend, dreadlock guy, and then she died.
Oh, okay.
She tried to save, what's the guy that came up missing with Tara?
Heath.
She decided to save Heath with the time she had because she was a doctor. And then I don't know how she tried to not.
Did you call him Teeth?
I called him Teeth.
Did you call him Teeth?
I could have. I don't know. It's
She
getting
did.
late.
Anyway.
I could have done that. I won't deny it.
Well, they can still kill. They can kill Eric.
Kill who?
Kill
Exactly.
Eric so Jesus and Aaron can get together.
Yes, it's all coming together. I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Can we talk about that he's going to be going with them this next episode? How did that
I
even
was just
they
thinking, and he
you
had
know
a
what?
gun.
Team family is desperate. You
But
just
you
sit
know
up here and got Eric and you got Tobin with you and Eric. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all desperate.
Wait, Tobin
You know,
is
that's
not
so
on
bad,
Andrea?
and I wasn't sure.
No,
if that
I'm just saying, I don't know. I didn't see that, but I'm saying if they taking Eric, they might as well take Tobin.
What are
They
you
took
talking
Tobin.
about?
They got
In the
Tobin.
preview.
Oh, okay.
the previous K.
Oh
Okay,
Lord,
I
I'm
didn't
going
see
to
the
be
previews. What
so
happened in the
excited to see
previews?
how this plays out with these
If they
two
taking
fellas.
them, we know somebody's dying next episode then for sure. Because
I'm
both
just
of them
excited to see what's going to happen
lightweights.
with them two.
Yeah, they're
Because
both
Eric just
lightweights.
looked scared. He just looked scared, and Tobin looked lost because you know he ain't been nowhere but inside the wall.
Don't say that. He went to that construction site that one time.
And
What
then
he did?
quit.
He went where?
That
He went down the street to who house? He went down the street where? Where he go?
To the construction site. To Neil.
No, that construction site is across the street. What are you talking about? I'm talking about literally going to another community.
You guys are Tobin haters.
Yeah, and
But yeah, I would assume one or both of them could be missing since they're trimming the fat right about now. But
Sasha's
you guys
gonna bite
saw
one of them.
it seemed like we have like what 20 people at the Hilltop now ready to fight or do Tai Chi or whatever it was they were doing.
it's still about 10 people, you know, and ain't that many. They just getting the people who don't do nothing to help them fight because people just steady dying.
Did y'all understand the reasoning why they even had the scene with Enid and the vegetable guy? They could have took that out. That was a little wasteful of time.
Well, she was assigned to
for him not to get inside the basement thing, the storage shed.
I don't think that served a purpose. That they could have saved like 3 minutes with that little moment.
I think they're gonna do something with Enid.
I think it was just a scene.
She did good. Enid did good with the knife.
Oh yeah, she threw that knife.
She had a knife? Oh yeah, she did.
And
I
then
forgot about
in
that.
that montage, I think it was.
And then he
the Mr. Miyagi montage. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's that Tai Chi girl. That's Tai Chi.
Girl.
Are you talking about Maggie?
Enid and Maggie, but Enid.
Okay.
She actually did better than Maggie. She hit it right on target, right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, show off.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. So what else in the episode?
Jesus came out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very subtle. Very subtle. It was very subtle.
Smoothly. That was good, right, Denise? I did. I like that. I thought that was nice. He was all like laid back and chill about it. I just wish he had his hair up in a bun.
Yeah, when he gonna put it
I
up in
do
the
like the
bun?
bun
Because
look.
it's
I
all
do
his
want.
hair now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got tracks, so
Yeah.
he can pull that up.
No, he still has tracks, and they needed to blend them better because I was like, this is not a good weave.
He still got tracks.
You
Girl,
said
I'm
it
gonna have to go
was
back and
growing
watch that
out.
again because I don't let stuff like that don't pass me by. I'm gonna have to look that one.
No, they interviewed him and he said that was his hair,
Wow.
Ashley.
Yeah, I thought that was all his
No,
hair.
he did. Well, I don't know how many different interviews he did, but he said that he still has to wear tracks because of the weather or something. I don't know, but yeah, I mean his hair is long, but he still has pieces in it.
Oh,
I think they put tracks on Simon's hair too, like that little spot in the front. I think sometimes it looks
no,
full
they
and
didn't.
sometimes when you see him, it looks a little bit fuller than other times.
They probably
His
sprayed
bald
it
head?
with that,
What are you talking
that
about?
spray.
Yeah,
They
you know that
didn't
little
put no
patch in the
tracks.
middle? That little patch in the middle? Sometimes it looks fuller. In other scenes it doesn't.
Or maybe it could just be a simple haircut at a moment where they shot a scene and they didn't need him until like a day or so later. I'm like, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't really matter. I'm just really happy that he came out and he came out so smooth. That was just so smooth.
Yeah. Because I don't think we really got a backstory of him in the comics, right? We really didn't, did we?
No.
Not like that.
No,
That I
and you know
don't
what's
remember.
so funny? Even in the comics,
he didn't have
in
a
the comics, he
family
was
group
smooth
home.
about that. He was really smooth. He just kind of leaned in and went in, and I was like, oh hey.
You know what I
He
thought
got
though for a
more
second? I was
backstory.
like, okay, Daryl. You and Daryl.
Did you guys see that interview? Did you guys see the interview where Tom said that in 610 that they wanted him to look at Rick?
No.
They said they wanted him to look Andy up and down, and he couldn't do it. At the
He couldn't do it.
Scene, yeah, when they're naked, he's like, they're really naked. I can't look at him like this. But they wanted him to, and I guess maybe that was supposed to imply he was gay earlier. But yeah, he didn't want to do it.
Oh.
I love that Andy was really naked.
But he had something to cover his genitals and stuff, right? It was like a little patch.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I was like, really? He was
You want to get on set now, don't you?
This was not True Blood.
Yeah. One scene.
Did I'm laughing because of the one you said, like the little gibble. Did you say gibble? I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is
when
like
she said naked, I'm thinking just ass and dingling and balls and all that out. So I'm like, really?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, he is.
I don't know. Andy is very comfortable in his
skin.
in his nakedness. He is.
Yes,
he is.
Just, indeed.
Most
he is just fine with it.
That's a European thing.
Yeah, he'll get naked and you don't even have to ask him because he's like, oh, yeah, let's do this.
I will. And then he'll start on buttons. Like, where do you need me?
Right. Like, where can I sign up for this?
Thought you never asked. Let's do this. I've been waiting.
He just wants to stay true to the character. That's all.
Let's see what else happened.
I have What else happened in this episode before I wanna talk about PaleyFest and Richonne.
Right.
How many times have you guys watched Say Yes?
1,000,000.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna ask that question. I watched it 5 times so far.
That's it.
Just 5?
I work, you guys. I'm sorry.
I work, girl. I was long hours.
That's not
I'm sorry.
a good excuse.
Did I go to work?
Everybody goes to work.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. What I did was I caught up on another show I hadn't been watching. So yeah.
Okay, you say that. Y'all got time.
Don't be lying. Don't use your job.
That is not a good excuse.
That's what I did with my time last week.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I watch that episode before I go to sleep at night every night. It soothes me and puts me to sleep. and I have sweet dreams.
That's how
So,
you that
you know,
Yes.
that Richonne movie.
Snuggle up. It's great. It's a nice nightcap right there. Get a nice little glass of wine, mellow yourself out, and then the first thing you see in the morning is you sipping your coffee.
hello.
I
probably
feel like
should
I
do
wouldn't be able
that.
to go to sleep after
I
watching.
probably should try that. I'm watching the news a lot now.
Oh man. So Ash, you went to PaleyFest, right?
I did.
All right. I'm
Woohoo.
ready. I'm ready to hear some good things.
Tell us.
I don't know what to say that you wouldn't already know. I mean, did
Where
you?
was it at? What city was it in? Or what?
It was in Los Angeles at the
Okay.
place where they have the Oscars. And I'd never
Okay.
been in that theater before, and it's really tiny, and it kind of pissed me off. I don't know why.
So in comparison to the big one in July, the PaleyFest is a smaller venue.
I mean, it's nothing like Comic-Con. It's like, I don't know. It's like a discussion. It's kind of like, and they do it for a bunch of different television shows. So it's just a couple of hours where you get to sit with the cast, and some shows show an episode of their show, and Walking Dead is cheap, so they just showed a clip. And then
Don't do that.
I'm serious. Like Grey's Anatomy showed an episode that's coming up. I'm like, really?
They don't show the episode because they always want to keep everything in secrecy. They're so
but it's stupid. Like this is that show that a past
exactly.
episode. Y'all couldn't show 7/12.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see. So it starts with they started with showing like a bunch of clips from season 7B, and they showed all the different characters. Then the cast came out, and the moderator just kind of asked the questions to each person on the panel. And basically,
who was the moderator?
I can't remember his name. I think it's Greg Braxton, but I might have made that up. And he works for the LA Times.
Okay.
What cast
I care
came?
about.
So Andy was there, Melissa McBride,
Woo.
who was next to her? Sonequa.
Woo.
Can't remember. Oh, Lauren, Ross, Austin, Seth, Gilliam, Christian and Josh and Alana. And
Austin was there?
Austin Emilio.
Oh, who's he?
Dwight.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, not Spencer.
Not the dead one. Okay.
Yeah. And then Scott Gimple, Robert Kirkman, who else? Dave Alpert, and maybe that's it. Oh, and Greg Nicotero were there. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the good stuff. Like, have you guys heard anything about it?
We heard I heard the question that you asked about Andy about the 8 inches or whatever.
I saw that post. Did you do that? That's cool.
It was not during the panel. I think people like.
Oh, okay.
During the panel, that was when I got.
Anything. So Ash, I want to know. So
okay, so let's see. Just like most of it was kind of just normal Walking Dead stuff that you hear all the time. The Richonne questions were, what happened? I'm trying to think of. The first question was from somebody who was sitting right in front of me. And she asked, like, what was it like to shoot 7/12? And Andy, basically talked about, like, it was weird to be happy and laughing, but it was fun. And he talked about how Denai is just the most wonderful person ever. And then he said that they improvised the scenes in the van. And he thought they went very well. And that made me happy. And then Greg Nicotero was like, yeah, those will never be seen or something like that. And I'm like, this motherfucker.
Better put that on the Blu-ray DVD.
Right, stop playing.
Yeah.
There's a Twitter for that. It's called it's #release Richonne.
Oh yeah,
I heard about
really?
that. I heard.
Yeah.
Are we doing a petition on it, or what is the?
Just add Scott Gimple and Gail and Greg Nicotero and Walking Dead AMC to release the Richonne. Pretty much release release the cut scenes onto the Blu-ray, pretty much.
Okay.
Must have been pretty freaky.
I wish y'all the best of luck with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope we get it, but I'm not sweet. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're not
I'm
optimistic
either,
about it
but
happening.
It would be so awesome to get
Why
that.
don't you think they would do it, Ashley? The fans
No, I
would
just
like
said
it. They
I'm
want
not.
people to watch.
I don't know why they. I hope they do, but I don't know why they didn't release it in the first place. Like,
Yeah, if they didn't release it in the first place, I don't think they're ever going to.
yeah, I don't know why, because they shot it. And when Andy said, "I think it went well," Melissa was giggling, and she's like, "I think so too."
Oh, she must have seen it. Look, all uncut.
Right, everybody's
Got
probably
to
seen
see
it
it.
but us. So I thought that was gonna be the only Richonne question because I don't know, it's just not. I don't know. People were weird. They just kept screaming for Daryl, and I was like, "Oh, it's that kind of audience."
And
But,
Daryl wasn't even there, was he?
right? No,
Yeah, Norman wasn't even there.
Norm wasn't there. Jeopardy
They should have
wasn't.
brought
Ridiculous.
a
The man's not
cardboard
even there, and
picture
he's
of
still
them.
whatever.
But then they the last I think 2 questions were about Richonne. So there was another person in the audience in the back. They were trying to get like a bunch of people from different places, and Lauren had to scream for them to go to the back. And this guy asked, "What did he?" I don't remember the question now. Well, basically, it was like, Rick has been, so down the whole season, and he just said, would Rick have been able to do that without Michonne, I guess? And
Oh, good question.
yeah, I don't remember Andy's answer, but he basically said yes, I guess.
Exactly.
And then the last question was from this girl. She was so cute. She's like, "I'm really nervous, but I just want to know, will Rick and Michonne have a baby?" And and he was like, "Well, we have to repopulate the earth somehow." And and he was like, "Where's Denai? Why isn't she here to answer some of these questions?"
Exactly. Where are you, lady?
Was having fun. She was bowling. Y'all seen the picture? She was up there bowling with the Black Panther cast, having fun, child.
I didn't see.
No. Is it on Tumblr, Tennille?
It's on Tumblr.
Oh my
Where was
gosh.
she?
That's what I want so bad. I want to see some like behind the scenes of Black Panther so bad, like pictures and stuff. So I didn't know they had stuff already online. Okay, cool. I'll look.
If y'all can't find it, I reposted it on my page. So
Okay,
it's there.
I'll look. That's easy. Thank you. Very good.
Well, girl, did I do good? Do I get a doggy treat?
You did good. You did really good.
What? Oh my god.
Let's see.
Scooby snack.
I see Vicky join. Hey Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
Oh, she's on silent. She's on silent.
She's not there yet.
No. I see her
So,
mic.
Amy, what did you want to talk about with Michonne?
Who, me?
You said you wanted to talk about something with Michonne after the PaleyFest. You said you wanted to say something about Michonne or something.
Oh no, I just want to talk about Richonne because I thought last night's episode was kind of boring.
Oh,
You guys know next week Jill is gonna be on Talking Dead.
Yes, yeah. Jill and Brandon, the ultimate fan. Yeah. Yep.
They're gonna be there.
Okay.
They're gonna be there with I forgot who's the superstar cast. Who was it from the show?
Lauren
I can't remember right now. Who?
Lauren and Alana.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's who they'll have on the chair with them.
Okay.
Tara. Yeah, because they're gonna talk about Oceanside next week, so I guess they would need to bring Tara in.
Yeah.
Well, as long as Rick and Michonne is in that episode, I will be there. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Lately, I just haven't been really too invested into season 7.
Yeah. That's sort of the way I don't know, they really wanted to get that Negan lunch going, but as I was saying, I'm just really happy that we're finally moving forward on that, because 7A, I don't think I'll ever rewatch that stuff. If I do, I probably would fast forward through it because it's really hard to watch that.
I just stick with clips. We're sharing clips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Richonne's the only good thing about season 7.
Pretty much for me
It's the only
too.
reason I watched the show.
Yeah.
Nothing else makes sense.
Nuh-uh. But their love makes all the right sense.
It's so good. It
Oh,
just counteracts all the bad somehow. Not really,
yeah.
but it
But
makes
you know
me
something?
watch.
I always think that they can write these two so good, you know, and then still get the other characters so jumbled up.
I don't know.
It's a mystery.
Like they're recycling Daryl's coddling and moodiness. We're
He
getting
actually finally has a reason to be moody at this point because he's guilt ridden, but at first he really didn't.
Well, they started in season 5, so it's old now.
Yeah, he's been like that for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, that was Beth then.
I
Yeah.
lost my train of thought. I'm trying to go down each characters to see like have we seen them grown? Have we seen anything that benefits?
I
Um,
was happy. I was happy Gregory
Mm-mm.
didn't even attempt to sell out Maggie this episode. And I thought maybe they wanted Daryl, but I thought about it afterwards that at this point Simon doesn't know about Hilltop in Alexandria, so Daryl he's not even on his radar at this point at that location.
yeah,
So
he
he
didn't ask
didn't
about
have a
it, so I
choice
don't
but
give
to
him.
look for the doctor there or take the doctor there. And I think if Gregory
Established that these two doctors were brothers.
by the last name, and he
They have
said
the
it,
same last name.
they have the same last
Mm-hmm.
name, and Carlin said that's my brother. Or he made some mention
Well, he
of
said
brother.
it in this episode.
Yeah.
Why is there
Just
echo?
this. But remember, they take some, so maybe they took his brother initially, and then they took him this time since the brother was killed.
Yeah.
I would imagine if they were siblings, they would have been together, but they probably took the brother and then, needed to take the other brother. But I think Gregory should have asked for maybe a walkie-talkie to be able to contact Harlan with any medical concerns they had at Hilltop. That probably would help, because just leaving them with a barrel of aspirin, that doesn't seem really nice.
There is no way that Simon is going to leave him a walkie-talkie. There's nothing in the Saviors that would suggest that. Oh God, I'm echoing.
He
I
gave
am
them
too.
that address. He gave Gregory the address to how to contact him. So I'm sure they'll be using that
You know
at
what?
some
Even
point.
then, I'm not even sure if that's an address.
Yeah, we don't know what it is exactly, but it's something that's supposed to help
Simon
him
could just
find
be
them, I guess.
pulling his leg.
I think that's
Yeah,
going to
he
come back
could
and
have.
play. Come back to
He
play
could have.
some way somehow.
I do too, but I mean, he could have, because we don't really know what it is. He just stuffed it in his jacket, his pocket, so we don't really know what it is. We won't know probably until Gregory needs it, quote unquote, what it was that Simon left him.
Yeah.
But it's just silly that Maggie is. Oh, I've got an echo too.
You thought Maggie what?
I think it's just silly that they faked Maggie's death, so she has to hide. And then Daryl was in a really
Right.
good hiding spot, and he had to come back to Hilltop.
Yeah. Yeah, because she could be in a position where she can't hide fast enough or something.
Which is
Right.
what happened in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, I don't know. Because I think maybe when Negan was talking to Rick, he was just trying to get him upset. Maybe he really didn't mean all that stuff he was saying to him about, flirting with widows and stuff. I don't know. But now they sort of box themselves in.
Yeah.
And you know what I didn't like? Okay. I didn't like that Rosita and Sasha got there before Simon did. They were in trucks. And part of Rosita and Sasha trying to find a car to get to the sanctuary, I would think that Simon would have gotten there before them.
You would think. Oh, that reminds me of Sasha being able to dig a tunnel in like how many
Dig a
days?
tunnel! Oh my goodness.
What are y'all talking about?
How long did that take though? I'm like,
That girl.
that should have
That's
took a while to
she
dig
can
that.
dig tunnels. She didn't even think about that. God dog it. She had a
Yes.
purpose.
Sasha mentioned that she built that tunnel that Sasha and Rosita used to escape.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what?
how long have
She's
they
been there
been
for
at the
4
Hilltop?
days.
That's what I said. How did she do
Exactly.
that? And that's what I'm saying. How did y'all do that in 4 days? Come on, girl. Come on now.
You know what? I went with it, but I definitely did make a note to myself that was not believable.
They really can't decide whether the show is in real time or not.
No.
I'm just trying to figure out how long have y'all been at the Hilltop for you to be able to dig that little tunnel, girl.
Okay, and you don't see
That
the
little
tunnel. You just see them
underground
come out
railroad.
into the forest. How far did she dig? That was funny. That was funny.
That's so
That was
stupid.
funny.
I didn't even catch that.
It was so funny.
No.
No, I
Thank you,
caught
Kay.
it
I
and I
was gonna
rolled
mention
my
that. I was
eyes.
like, what in the world?
I
But
dug it. I thought it made a bit. I thought that maybe somebody from the Hilltop did it, but no, she did it.
per
Would have
Maggie's
been more
request.
believable if Jesus did it.
Right. Or she
Yeah.
finished it, maybe.
Yeah.
God. Are you kidding me?
But you know what?
Child.
While Maggie's walking around playing this, Sasha didn't have anything to do but to dig the tunnel and sit at the grave site. So she had time to do it, maybe.
She didn't
Was she
have to
doing it
what?
morning, noon, and night?
Yeah, yeah,
She finding time to do this
maybe.
Okay.
and making bracelets, girl.
And you saw that was not even a bracelet.
That was some
That was
string.
a keychain.
That was some string. You gonna tell Enid to finish that? Enid should roll her eyes at
I was
Sasha.
like, what is that?
Girl, a keychain.
And giving
I don't
it to
know
the
what.
baby. You gonna get a baby a piece of string.
And I was like, what kind of string is this? What kind of is this?
Finish it for me. Like, no thanks.
I'm like, girl, I ain't gonna have time to do that.
You already
I
got me
feel like I
by
don't even
going
know
to
what this
Maggie.
is.
I don't have time to finish your bracelet.
Yeah, I'm sitting up here feeding her. What you doing? Making bracelets.
Oh my goodness. That was crazy. Somebody I was watching some chat, they were saying they think Gregory is alcoholic. He always have liquor with him. But
He
keep
is
on
an
finding
alcoholic.
alcoholics.
He is.
He was looking at that bottle he was saving for Simon real fondly, though. I will say that. I don't know if he's an alcoholic, but he had
Did
a
he
look
take
in
a
his eye.
swig? Did he take a swig of it though?
Yeah, after Simon said he didn't want it, but he was trying to save it for his bestie, for Simon. And he was looking at it longingly. So he may have a problem.
Mm-hmm. The way he had that little bitty sip in that glass, and he was really trying to drink it too. I was like, that ain't nothing but a tea.
You could have finished that off without a glass.
I'm telling you, just ain't nobody else gonna drink out of that. Just take it to the head.
I like that Gregory and Jesus sort of had a confrontation, but I don't know. Maybe Gregory will. I don't know who he's going to turn on. I know he's going to turn on somebody though, because he's just a weasel. But I
He
like
ain't
that
gonna. Yeah.
Jesus was standing up for himself though, and for Sasha and Maggie. And then when Gregory said that he had a fire hazard because of the people in his trailer, I was like, dude, there's no firefighters in the zombie apocalypse. What are you talking about?
I didn't understand that either.
He's just crazy.
He's full of shit.
He's crazy. A
And
fire
I had
hazard.
forgot that was his trailer. I forgot because they just took it over.
Right.
Gregory said
Made
there's
they
too many
home.
of them in there now. So
There is a lot of people in that little trailer though. Like
don't worry about
probably
Sasha
one
right now.
extra.
So it's down to 4. It's down to 3.
Yeah.
Isn't Daryl in there?
I thought
Damn,
Daryl
girl, he was sleeping on that bench. He
I thought he
sleeping
slept
outside on that
outside in the
bench.
grass.
Oh,
He ain't even at that
I
time.
thought
He
he slept
wasn't
under
talking
that
to
table.
Maggie.
No, you're right. I
He
forgot
trying
he
to
sleeps
talk to
outside.
Maggie. Yeah, girl. He was on that bench sleep.
He slept on the porch back home.
Girl, hello. You know he don't sleep in bed.
Twice? Oh, dog. Oh my god. They really
He's
treat
not a
him like a
human.
puppy.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
He's a Labrador.
He don't have a leash. He has Maggie to stop him from doing something stupid.
Half the time they can't stop him.
Right.
Oh man. That's crazy. But yeah, I didn't like I like the fact that Gregory didn't tell on him, but I'm just a little nervous. I'm assuming something's gonna happen and he's gonna eventually the sneak peek has him with a knife, behind Maggie. I don't think he'll do anything, on the next episode, but I'm sure they're building it up because he looks like he would be jealous of her, and if everybody starts, taking her side, then of course he's gonna try to do something sneaky at some point.
Yeah.
But Daryl somehow gets back to Rick because I think next week, I don't know if the trailer we saw was for both 15 and 16, but if it's only 15, that most of Team Family is together next episode when they go toward Oceanside.
Yeah.
Was it Jesus with them?
I saw Jesus. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this echo is driving me crazy.
I know.
Man. And you know what? Maybe they didn't catch Rosita because someone has to tell them about Sasha.
It could have been Sasha telling them about Rosita.
About Rosita. Yeah, it could have been, for sure.
Could have been the other way around.
You're right.
Or they could just both stay their ass at home.
You're right.
And she could continue working on that bracelet.
Yes. For the baby. 3 strings.
I'm just so upset about that.
3 strings.
Ooh,
3 green strings.
that makes no sense.
Somebody was comparing Rosita's story to Sarah Connor, that she picks up guy, she's with a guy, she learns something from him, and then she leaves. And she moves on to the next guy.
I don't know who that is.
Terminator.
Terminator? Yeah, Terminator.
Yeah.
I would like to know these sources.
What?
The sources of what?
Sarah Connor, really? They're comparing Rosita to Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
I make a better Sarah Connor than Rosita.
Oh.
How?
My goodness. No, they weren't talking about like maybe the fighting. They said her story with her, meeting guys, learning something, and moving on.
Yeah, but
Like, what do you mean, like meeting guys?
Anybody? She was just minding her business, going to work, coming home. Come to find out that her unborn child is like the savior.
Mm-hmm.
She was just doing her thing. Yeah, like this. I know Sarah Connor of all things.
Mm-hmm. I like the jacket that Sasha had on this episode.
Oh, me too.
I really liked it. It was really cute.
Am I the only one that's echoing?
No, Danae's the only one that's not echoing.
Right, because I'm echoing too.
I don't know if I'm echoing, to be honest.
You're
Yeah, we
not.
got her on this one.
Oh, okay. That's strange. Okay. They had Christian on Talking Dead. I thought she said she was almost due. So that question I had about what they were gonna do for season 8, they may not need to do anything. If she has a baby, she'll be out for a minute, but then when she's back, they don't have to worry about trying to hide the baby bump and stuff.
I can't understand how she's almost due, but
I don't know. She said she's about to drop, so I don't know. Yeah, they didn't give specifics, so you know. And
I
to
think
me,
she's
it looks like she had some more time, but okay.
But she recently had her baby shower, so maybe this won't be in the first few episodes.
Maybe the first 8 she won't be in.
Oh, that would be nice.
Stop.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just, keeping it real.
When I thought about that, I was thinking about how they're gonna work around Carl. Isn't he trying to go to college?
Yeah, he got accepted.
Him
So
and Caitlin.
If they film through the summer, he probably is fine, which means maybe all his scenes would be in A, but then when B comes around is when school would really start. So maybe that's when he'll, be missing or something. Or they'll, I guess.
I mean, they filmed May through November, so.
Huh?
They film in May through November.
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe because they start filming in the summer, we'll see more of Carl in A and maybe not as much in B.
I can't get it.
They barely use it anyway.
That's true. What'd you say?
They don't film in order. They don't film episode 1 and 3.
They do film in order.
Are you serious? They film in order?
Yeah,
They usually do. I think last year episode 4 was the only one that they filmed out of order.
Right.
Yeah, the Morgan one. We didn't know what was going on with that, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they film in order.
But they don't have to film in order. They could film in a different order if they wanted to.
Well, if they want to
I think the way they write, they do have to film in order.
Chandler. I mean, if he's going when he goes to school, but oh my goodness,
he's just gonna be driving a lot.
Yeah.
If they put him.
And when does he turn 18? Because then that means that he'll be able to be in more scenes. It won't be like that child labor law.
Right.
That they do with him. So hopefully we'll get
but
more.
I feel like they used him a lot more when he was younger.
As a kid, yeah.
They should have been stricter about the labor laws, but they haven't been using him as much.
No, and I need my Carl. Still waiting on my moment with him and Michonne. Still waiting for them to have a moment.
Yeah, I got nothing about this episode.
I only watched it once.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, Sunday. That was it.
What did I miss?
I watched it again because I needed to figure out what it was about the Sasha and Rosita I didn't like. And I just came to a conclusion that it was just done wrong. I don't like the echoing, so
Me either.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys want to stop here for today?
We can. You guys.
Yeah, I guess.
I think the echoing is an issue, and I don't really have that much left to say about that episode.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. I think that's the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's driving me crazy.
All right, well, y'all have a good night.
Yeah,
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. See you guys next week. Have a good week, okay?
Have a good week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Have a good week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.